I used to think marriage was founded on trust, an unseen thread binding two people together even when life feels overwhelming. For a long time, I believed my wife, Emily, and I shared that connection. We'd been married for 7 years, and although time had softened the intensity between us, my love for her never faded. I believed our late-night conversations, shared hopes, and quiet moments of laughter still mattered. But I was mistaken. Somewhere along the way, I became background noise, constant, dependable, unnoticed, and she found her spark somewhere else. It started subtly. Emily grew distant. Her laughter felt unfamiliar. Her embraces became quick and distracted. She was always occupied, always out with friends or working late. I wanted to trust her. I truly did. But instincts have a way of speaking louder than excuses. The phone she kept close, the perfume she stopped wearing around me, the new lingerie that appeared without explanation. It all painted a picture I didn't want to see. Still, I said nothing, clinging to the hope that I was wrong, until one night when doubt became certainty. I was working late in my home office when her phone buzzed on the kitchen counter. A message flashed briefly before the screen dimmed. It was from a man named Chris. "Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Same place." My stomach sank. My hands trembled as I scrolled through their messages. There was no misunderstanding it. The woman I had trusted with my life was hiding an affair behind my back. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I stared at the screen until the pain hardened into something colder. Resolve. That was the moment I decided I wouldn't confront her with rage. I would confront her with finality. The next day, as she got dressed to meet friends for dinner, I kissed her cheek and told her to enjoy herself. Inside, I felt frozen. That evening, I followed her at a distance as she drove downtown to a small Italian restaurant. Far too intimate for casual girls' night out. Through the window, I watched her enter, smiling. That same warm smile she once saved for me. She aimed it at the man waiting inside, Chris. He stood when she arrived, pulled out her chair and kissed her hand. That was all I needed. I parked the car, took the envelope from the passenger seat, and walked inside. The restaurant went quiet as I approached their table. Emily's smile collapsed the moment she saw me. "Daniel," she said weakly, glancing between us. "What are you doing here?" I didn't answer immediately. I placed the thick envelope in front of her and said evenly, "You left something at home." She frowned, then opened it, and all the color drained from her face. Divorce papers. Her hands shook as she turned the pages, understanding exactly what they meant. Chris shifted in his seat, visibly wishing he could vanish. "Daniel, please," she whispered, her voice cracking. "This isn't what it looks like." I let out a quiet, humorless laugh. "You're right," I said. "It looks like dinner, but we both know what it really is." She reached for my hand, but I pulled away. "I was willing to fight for us," I said softly, "but I won't fight alone." Tears filled her eyes, but I felt no pity. Not yet. Not after what I'd seen. The other diners watched in stunned silence as she murmured apologies that no longer meant anything. "I made a mistake," she said, choking on the words. "It didn't mean anything." I looked at her, the woman I once promised forever to, and felt an ache I couldn't put into words. "You broke something that can't be repaired, Emily," I said. "And the worst part isn't that you cheated. It's that you thought I'd never find out." I turned to leave, but she stood abruptly and grabbed my arm. "Please don't go," she pleaded. "We can fix this. I'll end it. I'll do whatever it takes." I gently removed her hand and met her eyes one last time. "You already ended it," I said quietly. "I'm just finishing what you started." Then I walked out, leaving her standing there as tears fell, her lover too ashamed to move. I didn't look back. For the first time in months, I felt free. Wounded, yes, but free. A few days later, she came to collect her belongings. There were no more tears, only quiet resignation. "I never thought you'd actually let me go," she said softly. I nodded. "You never thought I'd respect myself enough to." That hurt her more than any shouting ever could. She left without another word. Months passed, and slowly, life regained its color. I rebuilt myself piece by piece. I got back into shape, reconnected with old friends, and returned to photography. One evening, she messaged me. Just 4 words. "I miss what we had." I stared at the screen before replying. "So do I, but it's gone now." That's when I finally understood something important. Closure doesn't always come from explanations or apologies. Sometimes it arrives the moment you stop waiting for them. That night at the restaurant, when I placed those divorce papers in front of her, I didn't just end a marriage. I reclaimed my self-respect. And as painful as it was the first time in years that I truly felt whole again.